Okay, this spell is, or working, should I say, is for if you have a business to bring in, generate more money, more clients your direction. What you need is a cleansed out jar. Even if you buy the jar and empty the contents out, still cleanse it thoroughly. If you have Florida water, use Florida water on it because you want it to be totally, excuse me, you want it to be totally fumigated, or even use incense, whatever you have. So I've made a little doll. I blessed it in the name. Sorry, that's my magnet. I blessed it in the name of the person whose business I want to drive traffic to. And I have attached some, I know that looks blue, but that is actually some green yarn, and a little bit of cinnamon stick, and I have a magnet and a coin that sits on top of the magnet, and that's been bound. So I have my petition, and I have the company business card and logo, etc., all in this packet. I've covered it with some money oils and some honey, and there's a little bit of sugar in there. I'm putting that all in like so. I don't need that. I'm going to put in 3 cloves as well. Now, I'll be calling on Bune. What's the sigil of Bune? I will read for you like I usually do if I can find the book. I'll read from the book that I normally read from. There's no point pulling a different book out. I'll just read from this one. So, Bune is the 26th spirit, is Bune. He is a strong, great, and mighty duke. He appears in the form of a dragon with 3 heads, one like a dog, one like a griffin, and one like a man. He speaks with a high and comely voice. He changes the burial places of the dead and causes the spirits which are under him to gather together upon your, I can't say this word, sepulchres? I don't know. He gives riches and makes the magician wise and eloquent. He gives truthful answers unto demands. He governs 30 legions. So his metal is copper. He's a Venusian spirit, Nine of Wands, and the Tarot. So, yeah, this is the reason why I'm asking Bune for help, because he's like Clonic. Clonic is good for workings as well. Excuse me. He's the one because of his attachment to finances. So, I'm not putting his sigil into the jar this time. I'm going to be putting the jar on top of that, if you understand, because I'm going to build a honey jar here. So I'm just going to place this inside the jar and put some honey in it. You could make a little green doll. I just didn't have any green cloth. But it's perfectly fine to do that. So I'm putting in some honey to sweeten up the business. And with Bune's grace, the business will hopefully thrive. Always see in your mind's eye what you want to happen as it has happened. See the end result. You don't need to worry about how you get there. Just always see the end result. Okay? It's probably enough for the moment. So I'm going to put in some road opener, powder down herbs to clear the way. Some mint. I'm looking for ginger. Again, go with what you have at hand. A little bit of rosemary. Oh, that's a big bit of rosemary. I have a cinnamon stick in there, but I could put a little bit of powdered cinnamon and just not do any harm. Okay. So that little doll is bound to the coin, so it's bound to money. If that makes sense. And I'm going to add in some shredded money. This is actual real money that has been shredded. Okay. And let me see. I could add in a bit of sugar. Do no harm. Any kind of sugar. That's stuff you put on top of buns, pastries. but it's fine. Okay, a little bit more, I think. Now, this is pretty basic. So, anyone can really do this. You don't have to call upon Bune. Use your own will. It's fine. And pop the top on that, okay? Give it a tiny shake. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, hands are sticky. I'm going to burn a green candle on this. That looks black, but it's green. So again, I cleansed the candle, wiped all the negativity off it, and I have etched around it different pound signs, euro signs, dollar signs, and I put a little petition on it, just whatever you have room for. That's a bit big, but I will burn that on top of it because I don't have any small green candles. So I'm going to rub some honey into, just a little bit of honey into this, and the same herbs. I'm going to make a little paste, and I'll roll this candle towards me as I'm doing that, and then I'll pop it on top, and then I'll just burn it down. But I'm not going to burn it down in one night. I'll burn it down that over 7 nights, maybe, or 5 nights. I'm not sure. But these candles, be careful. Freestanding candles, keep a tight eye on them because you just never know. So, like I said, Bune is good for these kind of issues, or I've used Clonic many times in the past. Sin Expedite is another one. If you need money in a hurry, Sin Expedite's very, very good for that. I have a long-term relationship with I can't even talk tonight. Sin Expedite. I've worked with him for many, many years, and he has been very, very good for small amounts of money that, in the past, many years ago, that I needed in a hurry, etc. He works really well. I do give him, prior to the working, I give him a red candle light, or a tea light, should I say, or a chime candle, whatever I have at hand. And I pour a glass of water, and then when he comes through, I give him, the bigger offering of, sometimes it's wine, sometimes it's cake. He likes things like that. Whatever I have, he's very happy with that. And I actually will do a video very soon. It's a video that shows how I actually pay him, which I think would be helpful. I have a lot of people on the channel that comment on St. Expedite. They're always giving their thanks to him. So I will do that video. So anyway, that's just a short little one with regards to how you can sweeten up your business. So always remember to pop in your business card. You don't even have to do the doll. Just write out a little petition of what you want, and pop in the business card. Fold everything towards you. But I like the doll because I can use the magnet, and I can, bind everything along with the little coin, or you could use a banknote, whatever you have. So that's really it for the moment. I'm going to get this burning, and I'll see you on the next one.